Hi there, and thank you so much for joining this week's episode of Wind Down Wednesday. My name is Antonia Berry. I'm the CEO and Chief Strategist of Strategy Academy. Today, I am going to talk a little bit about having a system in place that you are following to develop your business. Just recently, I attended a training, an amazing training about business development with Mo Bunnell. And one of the things that he talked about in that training is having a system, meaning that you are not, day by day, just kind of, pulling stuff out of the air and just deciding at the moment, hey, this is what I'm going to do to develop my business. But instead, having a well thought out system of what you are going to do each day or each month or each quarter to grow your business, right? And that, of course, requires you to actually sit still for a minute and come up with that system, whatever it looks like for you. For some people, this system can include writing an article once a quarter and submitting it to a publication. And of course, you would have a list of publications that you're interested in being featured in that's kind of readily available. So you know where you want it to be featured, right? So that's having a system, writing an actual article, publishing it, and pushing it out to these different publications. That's one thing. Secondly, making contact with targets, perhaps at the beginning of the year, or maybe if you want to slot it into quarters, you decide these are how many people I want to meet with per week or per month to develop my business, because you, of course, have targets that you want to go after for where your business comes from or potential business could come from. So you make a long list of those firms or those contacts, and then you decide how frequently you're going to touch them. And touch them meaning that you're going to reach out to them, or you're going to make some kind of contact with them, whether it's a phone call, a text message, whatever it is, right? So that's a second thing that you could do. A third thing that you could be doing perhaps is just like what I do. Every Wednesday, I publish a video called Wind Down Wednesday. That is a part of my business development activities that I've put in place, and I follow it every single week to make sure that I'm consistent. So in this case, if you're wanting to do something consistent for social media, for example, it could be a video, it could be a post, it could be something that you write, but being consistent about it. And that's a part of having a system to building your business. That's a part of having an actual business development system in place that you're following and that you're pumping out, whatever the thing is that you said that you're going to do on a regular and consistent basis. So when considering growing your business and developing your business and specifically in this case, your law practice, come up with a system, whatever it looks like. And perhaps you need to start small in the beginning so that it doesn't feel so overwhelming to you. And that's okay. You can make it small and build upon it one block at a time until you have an entire full and elaborate plan. And then, of course, if something's not working, you can pull back from it, or you can expand it if it is. So just kind of depending on what's going on in your individual plan, in your individual system, will determine what you will do that's not only suitable for your law practice, but suitable for you. And I think one tidbit that I like to include here is that one plan that works for one person will not necessarily work for another. So this has to be a very, very unique plan to you as an individual within the practice. And yes, you can have an overall practice plan, a system by which the entire practice area follows, or it could be for the entire firm, right? However, when it comes to the individuals that are feeding into it, each person needs to have their individual marching orders that they do in order for them to meet the goals that point up to the larger business development plan for the practice area, and then pointing up to the entire firm's business development plan. So today, that is the Wind Down Wednesday, highlighting here that, it's okay to start small. It could be one thing that you do each week. It could be two things that you do each week, but building a system is key. And I am here to tell you that that is one very key ingredient into the secret sauce of developing your law practice. Thank you so much for joining this Wind Down Wednesday. Again, my name is Antonia Berry. I am the CEO and Chief Strategist of Strategy Academy. Bye now, and thanks again for joining.